for being here. It's another beautiful day with Annie Okonkwo. So, we're going to dive in straight to the topic at hand. We are talking about becoming Michelle Obama. Wow! Okay, now, what is so captivating about this book? I've heard her interviews several times. I've, actually got through that book and it's amazing. The beautiful thing about that book is that it didn't just touch the childhood life, trying to encourage young kids that hard work pays, education pays, but it goes all out even to the adult stage, the adulthood, the becoming Mrs. Barack Obama. So the amazing thing is that even in the family phase, it has something that it gives to everybody. And I'm sometimes we build unconsciously. In homes, you have situations whereby you have parents that are, they just function more from the negative aspect of life. That spirit of I can't do that. How do you even achieve that? Before the conclusion, before the conversation is even ended, you're already impacting that negative. You can't to your kids. Now, another beautiful thing that I love that she mentioned was that the parents were not always making the decisions for them. They allowed them make their decisions to a fault. She used the word to like overtly. So, but why was that? She said the mom saw the need from an early age, and when she asked a question or she was worried, the mom always found a way of making her take the decision. So that this is something beautiful, giving your child a voice from that early stage. As soon as he or she can hear you and understand your word, let him make decisions, because the world is a big place and he must be able to find his voice. You will not always be there to guide him, to direct him or her. They need to trust themselves, build that confidence, that meaning out of life. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be in that better place, which she got from determination against all odds, So it takes determination. It takes a mindset that wants something to go out there and actually get it. So another point I want to point out is now the family. We both have different upbringings. We had to learn how to work it out. Now, if you're seeing them from outside, you'll be like, oh, what a perfect couple. They are just perfect. Like, oh my goodness. But let me tell you, everyone has got challenges from all corners. There's no perfect, because are you perfect? There's there's no such a thing. You just build it together. You balance, you put up that balance together. Being willing to do that. Having that tolerance. I've got a drink, excuse me. Having that tolerance, you pull it together because there's love, because there's understanding, because it's what you both want, because you're in this ship together. You plan together, you sail together, without that mindset of negativity, of selfishness. When one person is coming or being considered more than the other, then things will go wrong. So she said, Barack said, I'm on my way on a particular day, and I was thinking 15, 20 minutes, and it ended up being about 1 hour plus. I was angry, like I had to just go to bed with my kids. So he said, I had to learn how to deal with him. I am that girl who always checks boxes. That girl who just keeps it all tracked and settled. And Barack Obama was like my opposite, and I had to deal with it. Everything like literally means, oh, it's okay. He takes everything so normal, but we had to strike a balance. She said at some point we had to go for therapy. So in case you're thinking it's, in the White House, it's so, there are challenges everywhere. But the willingness, like I said, to work it out is what matters. She said, we kept doing it. I had to find a way to ground myself. I had to find a way, being that he's now involved in politics, I had to find a way to be me, to be happy, to get what I want. Because being in politics, there was no time. He said, I changed my perception about everything. Marriage is hard. There would be bumps and bruises. We had to learn that we had to learn that we are both different. We have different backgrounds, but we can strike a balance. He had to learn that he can't convince me out of my own anger. He can't come into the room when I am not ready. Now that's like when the fire is it's all boiling up, and she like takes a break in that room, like, hey, just give me a break, okay? I need to calm down. And he knows better not to come right in. So he had to learn that. I had to learn how to deal, in fact, we had different methods of arguments. You see, it's everywhere. It's about working it out. It's about working it out. She went all out encouraging young relationships, You got to be patient. You got to pay attention more. You got to check on your side, How do I make this better without not just letting him or pulling him all out to just come to my terms? Because this is his lifestyle. It takes time. It's going to change gradually, He said he had to know that he can't force me into his own logic, So it boils down to all about understanding. She said, you can have it all at the same time. That career woman now has 2 girls, has a family, has a husband, and she's trying to carry all out together, carry all together. And she has to strike a balance. She has to find out how and what to do at a particular time. I never wanted to be involved with politics, but having seen the Lord, I supported him because of his high intelligence. It's what he wanted. Asking him to just be for I and the girls would be selfish and belittling. I supported him in his dreams. So guys, that's it. I love what she said here. She said, I never wanted to be involved in politics because I always saw it as a dirty game. But I know he's a very decent man, and it's what he wanted, It's what he wanted. I didn't want to keep him for just myself and my daughters. That would be selfish. That would be belittling, I had to support him. Now, this goes out to families. As wives, support your partners. As husbands, support your partners, Don't just consider your selfish interest only, even if at that moment it might seem right. But is it really the right thing? What about, like I talked about, support is very important. Be there for yourselves, be there for your family. Nobody would do that for you, You got to be your support. You got to be each other's shoulders to actually lean on. You got to be there for yourself. So the next one was, she was asked, did you feel the pressure of being, the first Black president, the wife, a people of color, the first time this kind of thing is happening? How did you feel? She said, of course, she did. The most difficult thing was actually convincing fellow brothers, convincing people of same color, because there's been this understanding that's been already formed over the years, like, it can happen. So it took grace for her to actually speak from her own perspective, see through them, tap from her through story, her own resources, and then it came through. And when she won, she knew that, yes, there was a light in this direction, because her initial thinking was that, well, let them just try. If they fail, then it's okay. At least the hubby will come home and sit down with them. But it didn't go that way. So against all odds, that's the point I'm making here. Against all odds, it might look like you're never going to get it sometimes, but give it a try. Perhaps just that try, it's all you need. Just that try. Give it a try. You never can tell. You just never can tell. It will pull through. It's going to come through. And you will be amazed, just like it came through for them. So she said, yes, it happened. I also just didn't believe it. Then I made the front speech and I saw how beautifully turned out, and I was grateful I did. When the world was on him and you were the shoulders he is leaning on, how did you carry that? She said, trying to be calm in his word, because outside of there is a lot to worry about, from one news to the other, obligations and duties, duty calls here and there. Outside world is so noisy. So I try to be that calmness that he gets whenever he is home. So this is beautiful. To wives, to men, to husbands, of course you can. This is the wisest I saw there, because this guy was going through a lot. But he comes home. She said, I provide that peace. I make family dinners. I provide quality time with the kids, so that he gets a little distracted. The kids sing their rhymes. Sometimes he laughs. I bring that period of laughter. I make the home a happy place. As partners, this is your primary obligation. Support your wife. Support your husband. Support one another. Support your home. Don't leave it to one person. Don't get carried away with what you get outside. Outside will always be outside. There's always a time for the inside to come home. So this is beautiful. I just loved it. I loved it. She said, I made sure I took away the distractions, the stress. We were the happy side. I tried to be calm and not add to his stress. How beautiful. How beautiful. I tried to be calm and not add to his stress. Leave me your comment. Have you subscribed? Don't forget to do that. Subscribe, like, and share. I would love it. Be the calm when your partner is facing some kind of crisis or some kind of stress or some kind of situations that just beyond him or her. She has to do what she had to do. Just be that calmness, be that peace she craves inside, be that support, because you can. All right, I'll leave you at this point. Do have a beautiful day. And it's to your girl, Annie Okonkwa. Peace be unto you. Keep reading. Bye.